It was amazing to see everyone again. It's been a long time since I've seen any of them, and but I think about those movies all the time, and I think about Dan Lemmer a lot. But it was such a weird time to kind of finish something that had been our lives. So I think kind of coming out of it, it was always important for me to kind of figure out what I was doing, who I was. So it's been nice to have that time, and I think this is the perfect time to sit down with everyone and kind of reminisce, because it's so nostalgic and it's everywhere. It's never really left me. It's kind of, it's found so many different new lives, and even the music can kind of stir it for me. There's so much nostalgia, I think, threaded into these movies, and it's a really important part of all of our lives, and I think it's great to see everyone again. I was always attracted to Ron. Reading the book, I just always saw myself in him in quite a deep way. I think because he's just very real. I think he's kind of an outsider in many ways, and just kind of he wants to be kind of seen and recognised, and he's kind of in the shadows of a lot of things around him. There's Harry, his family. So yeah, he's always been a really interesting character for me, and he's got a lot of kind of humour, warmth, and yeah, it's very weird kind of talking about him, because I really do feel like throughout those movies I don't know, we became the same person. So it's strange. I feel like a fictional character a lot of the time, but it's fun. I think Ron is a very relatable person. I think he doesn't have the kind of the glamour, I guess, as Harry's the chosen one and things like that. So I think people can relate to that. Yeah, as I say, kind of in the shadows a little bit, but still with so much to kind of give, and he's such a key part of them as a group, and he's great. For me, it was amazing kind of growing up. I got involved with these because I was a fan of the books. I was kind of obsessed with this world and just kind of escaping into it. And to suddenly kind of dive into the books and be on the sets and kind of live it for real was it's indescribable, really. Kind of, it was just an absolute dream, and just very kind of surreal. You had to really kind of pinch yourself in some moments, because it just didn't feel like it was really happening. And I think as the films got on, it wore off a little bit. Not in a bad way, but just it became more real, and I just felt hugely grateful to be a part of it. I think the first time walking into the Great Hall was pretty mind-blowing. And actually, our first down set we were on the platform. It was kind of the last scene of the film where we're going back home, and the train was there and Hagrid was there. It felt like we were in the book, and like we were looking at it's on the cover of the book, and we were there, and that was pretty amazing. But I mean, so many memories, like just the friendships we made, all the people, the family that was created over that course of time. It's hard to kind of sum it up in one little anecdote, really, but yeah, it was amazing. There's quite a few. I mean, a lot of them involve like keeping a straight face has always been a challenge for me, and it's usually the most serious kind of scenes where you have to be really kind of straight, and they're the ones that get you. I remember the train carriage scene does stand out, because that just took days and days and days, and me and Dan couldn't really look at each other. So they're always difficult. But yeah, a lot of kind of physical stuff as well, like Quidditch was pretty challenging on the body. But yeah, I mean, that was the great thing about it. There was always a kind of a new challenge, and it was constantly kind of, you were learning something new, and it was something I really loved. Obviously, because I was a fan of the books, I knew the books had such a huge following, and they were really important to people. They kind of were with people through their hardest times, and they've been a real support for so many, and such an integral part of people's childhood as well. They grew up with the books, they grew up with the films, but I never really had an inkling how much it would be so important to people, and it's just, it makes you really proud. It's an amazing feeling to have had that impact on people. The fans are amazing, and so surprising as well. All different kind of demographics, all kind of ages. It's amazing, and so much enthusiasm. And yeah, I do get shouted out things quite often, like "get your wand out" is a pretty common one. But yeah, I mean, it's great to see people kind of get excited, and it just makes it even more fun, and I really enjoy that.